Una welcome to Hungbe, the outside show, the program where they bring interesting and most focused educative topic of discussion from every angle. Today again we there with another interesting topic, and they say teaching career now the most relevant but the least recognized. Why? Me and you know we can't to teach our business. Not so we all even want for make them call it that way. So today therefore we therefore make we discuss that career because now one important career way if we get doctors, if we get ministers, if we get engineers, if we get you name careers we now like managers, top personalities in society, we get professors, they all come up from the angle they all come up from the support of the possibility of teachers. So we now in society, people they neglect her. In fact, we need to all my one for me they even tell and say this is not a teacher. So today we there forget this discussion with a personality where they so believe in education, somebody where not only believe in education, but they do it with high passion. And for every knock, every angle, every point, everywhere where education day, you want for see say it is shining well. So today I there for take una, but we go on making tell you who na in and they can take you through the program. Yes, sir. Tell me your name and who na you.
I am Abdullah Ibrahim Massaquoi. I am the current principal for Smart Start Academy for Science and Technology, Yonitown, Banga Chiefdom, Pujon Districts. I'm not only a teacher, I'm a child advocate. As a teacher, I'm a child advocate. I'm also a he for she, a passionate advocate, and also a feminist, passionate teacher.
So he is not only of waiting interview of waiting you don't wouldn't impan say, but one good things where I believe say forget for Terry or maybe you know what to make you also know because he's a very big profile one for it so for we now that he has been one of the presidential national best teacher, and he gets this award come as a surprise, but because of his effort. So today we therefore get the conversation with Mr. Massaquoi. Mr. Massaquoi, he really ready for Terry say he wants to be a very strong backbone of education.
Oh yes.
So they got into the conversation with some questions. We first questions, Mr. Massaquoi, we want to ask you and make you help we forget a knowledge in teaching career. Now the most important but the least recognized. Why you choose for be a teacher?
As I rightly said, everything about me, my dream, my whole activities is about teaching. And I see teaching as a calling, not something that you just wake up in the morning, then you decide, say, yes, I want to be a teacher. If doctor cannot, he choose for me a doctor. It is the same passion where he gets. Now I use for be a great teacher. If that engineer where a day na any site presently they put up structures, the same passion where he get for let it become a good engineer. It is the same passion I develop throughout the childhood for let I become a good teacher. So for me as a teacher, not only as I cannot consider it as a job, but a service to humanity. It's a calling by God Almighty, which we all believe. So if God chosen me for be a teacher, who am I to deny? So all I can say, it's a calling. And God chose me for come na the teaching field, for do the best for humanity and also for the society.
Okay, you say it's a calling and I think we they do with passion. But I don't know if they don't tell you say in which society most people will then system bend. Most people will be say that they collect them call and bala call and them way somebody don't work waiting they can get at the end of the day. Then pension, sorry. Most people will they collect pension late. Most people will they run behind pensions for over years until they at the end of a lost their life. They are teachers. So how you they handle situations like this when we already have challenges like this where you don't knock with door every day?
My brother, we get a lot of myths about a teacher. teacher na nobody wear one shoe for the rest of the year. Oh yes, it all depends on the individual. As a teacher, I work with trends. As a teacher, I'm not only a teacher for myself, but I'm a teacher for the society. I have used a lot of means for lab become that particular teacher where not only Sierra Leone will recognize, but the whole world will recognize and create an impact in our society. We get a lot neat about teacher. Even a teacher, when sometimes you say you are a teacher, girlfriends they run away from you.
Oh yeah.
It's because of based on waiting with the hand at the end of the month. But let me just tell you, if we all scared away from being a teacher, would I go for create this impact? As you and I know, the oldest career in the whole world, if you call one, the second will be a teacher. So being a teacher for me, it has been a calling, and those myths where a lot of people that get about teacher, yes, it's true, because if you go now the accountant general's office, especially when we talk about teacher, we are receiving a list. But my brother, there is difference between what you earn and the passion you have to do something. And when you have a passion for let you do something, I believe say you can do more than what you expect for let somebody put na you mouth. For me, I see myself as somebody where they impact society. I see myself as somebody where I feel say a teaching job is a way for life able to impact the society and also do the right thing for society, for let society lift up. So needs are all surrounding us, but it all depends on how you perceive them. You as a teacher, it all depends on how you work towards your own achievement. I'm a teacher, I have achieved greatly. Being the most recognized Napujon District 2024, Adena, this village, President Bio shook my hands. It shows that I am impacting society. So sometimes it all depends on you, the individuals. Just like what others will say, I just come at the teaching field for something. At the end, I have to go. If you have that mindset, you cannot be a good teacher. And when we say a teacher, a great teachers are different from you coming to wait until you get in a job where you feel say you desire.
Wow. I wish the passion where you get now every other teachers or every other young person there out there get them. For quite some years we don't get issues like that one day. We hope and pray that you passion and what you advocate for the experts now the field teacher. Now the teaching field will be a very strong one and a handle one. But one important thing again one wants for know. If teacher important so as you they say, why then we get people where we know they see as a respectable field?
One thing about the teaching field is a respectable field. You cannot take that one I cannot take that one from anybody. And being a great teacher, for let somebody can say my field is not a respectable field because you are earning millions and I'm earning just millions, less than $1. I see it all depends on the individual. For us here in Sierra Leone, we all know what government they give me. But my brother, not to everybody come for itself. In life, some people they come for create an impact in a society. Maybe I'm one of them. Because with all the hiccups, when I finished my BSc, I went to Freetown. Trust me, I have an opportunity for apply for different places. When you go to this place, they will tell you, say, wait, next month you come. At one time, an NGO called me, say, young man, you have been shortlisted for an interview. But I consider teaching at something where I believe, say, some of us, we need to change the narratives of being a great teacher. A great teacher, somebody get for CM in you.
Sure.
A great teacher is not only about what things that they put in you
Sure,
account.
sure.
But being a great teacher is a calling, and for some of us, we don't decide for put with life for impact society through teaching. And for let somebody can't tell me say no more because they get millions and me they get petty and I have to devalue myself. No. And let me tell you something. This country, with the help of this administration, now teachers are recognized. Every year, teachers are given the opportunity for let them nominate teachers where they are hardworking teachers, and different chief districts there, all the districts there in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
2024, I was nominated as when we went for the interview, and I won. I am currently the presidential best teacher award winner in Apuja district. So it all depends on your hard work. Now, government will try all its best for let it come with a lot of CPD, when we call CPD, continuous professional development. Okay. Consider yourself important first before ever other people value you. But if you don't value you, when I pass, if I don't value myself as a teacher, I oppose all the do's and the don'ts of being a teacher. I think somebody now can't devalue me no more because that person then I own career it is a mighty jeep. I can have a mighty jeep at any time when God wishes.
Wow. These questions they come up because we don't in our society for quite some years, so if possible to say for quite some decades, and we don't see how teacher issues don't they be talk about. So on that grounds, I also want to know, because every now and then we don't hear it, we don't see strike actions either in country, out country, everywhere. Now with society, we don't see them. When it comes to issues of sit at home, even like this academic year, teachers then be deciding for go teach. We don't see the news, and we don't get in touch with them. So on that grounds, I want to know how salary, the condition of service, and government policy can affect teaching.
It affects me greatly.
In which way?
Now, if you look at the salary, just like what they say, in society today, a man can be valued based on the kind life where they live. And for us as teachers, we are the least recognized. In society. One, the salary itself. Now, government, with all these, it's something, the issues are many when it comes to teacher business in Sierra Leone. Not to this current administration starter, neither the last administration at the beginning. No, nothing like that. The issues of teachers in this country is not taken appropriately the way it's supposed to be. That is why now you see a lot of things are going wrong with the Pekindian educations, because we as a teacher, yes, of course, there are people who are calling, but you can only lift up that calling when you motivate an individual. There are people who are willing to teach, but looking at the salary, now, if I have many families to feed, then you are giving me that one. If I not get what we refer to as our intrinsic motivations, like somebody who is just motivated to be a teacher.
The social engineers and call on the unmotivated individual.
Of course, you go left the field. Now, I will tell you, say, government, yes, it try its best. As I told you earlier, the CPD is ongoing for all teachers in this country. Because when we are professional, that is why government people come with what we refer to as a license exams. We just pray that it could be sustainable, and we see how best we value ourselves and be recognized not only for Sierra Leone as a teacher, but also internationally. Then we also look at the salary. Salary, everywhere you go, teachers are striking. Now, for me, I am connected with international teachers colleagues. I join a lot of teachers group now the social media. You see, if you put on your internet presently, you go to Kenya will be ready for let a strike. You go to Rwanda, you go to some countries, always there are problems. You go to Zimbabwe, these strike actions of teachers. So that shows a teacher business the way how they handle them, it's difficult. And it's just like only when you have an impact, you get the country at heart, you will able to become a good teacher in this country. And that is what some of us are doing. I started my teaching career in the urban setting. As after impacting
You mean even in the capital
in the
city?
capital city, after what impact many of young people, I decided to come back to my village and impact the same thing what I be do. Currently, my school is 3 years old, but it is the most talk about school now this district where they call Pujol. Why this they happen? It is because of the passion where I get. So I dey ask every teacher out there, our work is not, I always differentiate that one. It is not a job that we have, but it is a service to humanity. So when you sit down, you say you are a teacher, just know say you are serving humanity. It is not a job. If you want to get a bigger job, go out there where they pay 30 millions. But when you come to the teaching field, it's something that you have to serve society and you get for impact. So all of that thing that some of we just be intrinsically motivated and we just want to change society the way how it's supposed to be. And for me, the passion I have is about teaching. That is my tools I have to change my community. And what I believe is that whosoever come with education at any house, they bring light in that particular homes. And that is my philosophy I have about teaching. And I am pursuing it. Whatever issues of teacher salary, we have said it many times. Our union has said that one many times. I'm not here to be an advocate for let the increase teacher salary. The SLTU is there. For me, I always said, let the SLTU take its course. What they're supposed to do, what they mandate. I am here, whether you increase my salary or you don't increase her, I am here, I'm ready to change the narratives and change society. That is why I'm here.
Wow. In your statement, you said the education or the teaching is not only a career, but not a service where you render. So now the only thing we're able to make for somebody do it efficiently now when you do it with passion. That is a very good one. So now there are a lot of young people where some of we don't cross paths with, we don't done universities for over years and still they search for job. If you whisper now one is, you know what they can't teach, it go even one for it go turn the enemy. So why you feel say people then they discourage young people then they discourage for joining the teaching field?
My brother, my story, I can tell you vividly that my story is an example for every young people out there with a graduate, with a paper, or you have a degree and you just feel say you get for sit at home, you not get job, teaching job is not something. You are making a mistakes. And even your life self. That is why young people these days, because they don't get something for think of.
Sure.
But when I know that this is my village, so I want to make sure that when the pikin they go for beke, they pull good grades. I have vigilant soldiers. Those are my teachers. I want to find all kind of means for that able to motivate them. And also let me be a motivator to them. Because if you as the head, my story I will tell you is an example. I started teaching. Today I'm a principal. And when I started that teaching, imagine the passion I put up. At the end of the month, I see a colleagues going to the table or going to the bank for let them receive something. But something never was given to me. Complete 5 years I served with big schools in Freetown. People recognize me. Parents recognize me. And when I did it, I put all my effort. I tell you, say, I'm here to create an impact. If God they give me something, definitely I get for depend on that whatever little thing you they give me. But as a teacher, I sit down there, I begin to think, say, I for buy plane tomorrow. I am making a big beginning for like kill myself. So for me, I go encourage everybody. And now the teaching field is something which all of us, most of us, we want to be proud of because it's now a professional field. You know they go graduate no more, you say you dey go at the teaching field and you get a pin code or you get recognized. First of all, you get for do education. And we get some of we colleagues them, they don't even do education. They sit at home, they say they no one can do teaching.
Sure.
It was just a mistake for them to do education at university. Now I don't come, I don't really want it.
So you're not thinking that because of the condition of service for them?
Oh yes, the condition will never. My brother, I keep telling you.
But people are not. But people then keep tell you say with the young one they will come up. They say you should not work for today. You work for tomorrow. And if you want to work for tomorrow of your life, you don't go to the teaching field.
Oh yes, definitely. If you want to go for a better job, just go out there. You can get them if you are fortunate. But how many of them are fortunate? Imagine this is the country. Look at your country. How many jobs are there waiting for you? How many people where they come out today, they want as they come out now the picking a man or the picking the one put at the seat.
They are massive.
Yes, they are massive.
And the job
now
is hard for camera.
It's very difficult to get a job. Now, if I don't do education, and then you sit down, you say you don't want to do teaching, you dey make a big mistake. And I dey encourage you out there, go to the teaching field and do it with passion. You never know. Now, lesson I will take. Picking them now the annual memorial school free. 2 months parents they not pay me when I receive a call that Mr. Massaquoi, you are being recommended for let you come head a secondary school in my district, Puja. So that alone shows say somebody is out there, they look at me, a good job where I better do. And when I don't come, I don't prove them to them.
Sure.
Yeah, inside they sleep. The village man they sleep. Now they are they sleep. Inside the village man they eat. Now they are they eat. I did not differentiate myself at all. And today, my school is making names. My school don't go up. 3 years old school. We are challenging schools in bigger towns. This year, we candidate the all pass maker with clean aggregates, 100%. It's all based on passion. And when you say you are going to wait for God to put everything down for you, my brother, I don't think if this world is not for you. And how competitive we are now, the generation we found ourselves. My brother, I keep telling my colleague teachers, even when I'm a teacher, a great teacher, I try to develop myself always for future endeavor, for future opportunities. So you out there, you say you don't want to come at the teaching field, I will encourage you for let you come. If you are an educationist, you go sit the license exam, you recognize. So for me, as those things going on, it is the issues are many about teachers.
So that is the more reasons why we they get people where they are teachers but they're not proud of the profession. Because we don't see in our houses them. I think I could remember I crossed paths with one of the social media statements where from a prominent somebody where they say I'm a teacher but none of my children's has confirmed of being a teacher. I think I come across that one day from a prominent person. The person with the try for talk say, "In a teacher for a couple of years, you don't the teacher and still they teach, but out of all the people that we get, we're now up to 4, 5, and even relatives, none know the way one for be teacher." So that's the reasons why I ask if really the teacher themselves, you know, it's not if the profession way they're proud of or then just see as an option
in life. You can only exceed in life or excel in life when you have passion for what you are doing. If you are a 419er, believe me, you have passion and you train every day, you practice how to 419 people. My brother, you'll be an expert. So I cannot find myself in the teaching field and I don't love the field. I can only excel if I have passion for it.
So with the poor condition of services, we've been hearing from teachers, where everyday teachers then they cry for the poor condition of service. How best I could able, if I ask him for I want to be a teacher, how best I could able for create passion?
Poor conditions of service.
Like how I go, what thing I go do for ensure say yes, I remain for become a very good teacher.
Be that proactive individual.
Like how?
Be open-minded, ready to learn in all aspects.
Okay.
Okay. So as young people, when we come up now, As I always say, everywhere is competitive. Just upgrade yourself, be standard, and do things with passion. My brother, passion has made me to go places where I not be imagine for go because of teaching. Okay, so on that note, I believe say young people continue for upgrade yourself, continue for love what you they do. If you want to come to the teaching, as I told you, I know you as a social officer or social analyst. You want to come to the teaching field, you get for qualify first for come at the teaching field. These are some of the things the way the government of Sierra Leone don't make some of us that have passion for the job. They really
no regret.
No regret. Because now not to they go come out college no more, you say
because you feel say you don't
learn book, they come at the teaching field. You therefore go sit a license exam first. Wow. Okay, so all of that thing that surround. There are people, yes, it's my brother. I keep telling you, we'll leave that one to SLTU. I'm also a member of the SLTU as far as I'm a teacher. But what we are saying, the issues of a teacher, ever since in my childhood, one thing I always tell you, for me, I told you, teaching is a calling to me. So I have no regret for being a teacher and a professional teacher. And to all those out there, if they consider yourself to be a teacher, just be passionate about it. Do things genuinely. We have hiccups where they happen with the society and also the teaching careers. But my brother, I will never, one day, such things not ever happen to me yet. I get any confrontation with parents or the society about what they do to the picking them. Because I see myself as a professional teacher. And when you consider yourself as a professional teacher, there is an opportunity for you for excel.
There is always an opportunity for when you do something with passion. The try for say, even the 419 or the most criminal somebody, he's been criminal, he's been named as the best criminal person or succeed because of in passion, because of in effort. So I want to stem on that particular belief there and actually another very important questions where I really want to make it digress on as well. What we for do as community and government for change the narrative about teachers? What are some of the things we need for do we all, because this is not one man business, it's about cooperative effort. What do we all really need for do for ensure say we change the narrative when it comes to teacher business?
It involves everybody. When we talk about education is just one aspect of you, the teacher. And for us, we the educationists, or you the impact, it just sound like that non-speaking where you dey learn, you don't have a bribe till you don't enter a university. Then from there, you take your mama to the hospital, then you come a die. Would that kill that mama dey? Now you kill them. So it involves the whole community. For let we ensure say professionally, being a teacher, it's a career, it's a lifelong career. If you the demean teachers, meaning you feature picking them, now the same thing they will do to you. It is because the way our society look at us, but how important we are. If really society, especially this generation, they know how important teacher is. A lot of things they will do to with the teachers. So the government, I always tell wherever I find myself that government they play a own part. As I told you, I've gone through a lot of CPD where it will really make me as a professional somebody. CPD, continuous professional development, and at the same time salary. Oh yes, that is exactly what each and every teacher they cry for. It is not something to write home about at all. We are all hungry people. We are all angry people.
Somebody tell me say on that ground. Somebody tell me say a teacher and the only go get phone and their phone if it was passing to us.
Those are the myths surrounding, but not the teacher, not the trust. You see, those are the myths surrounding the teaching field. And when you look at it, it gets a direct correlation with which salary where they happen. Because each and every one, today say they add 50 million per teacher salary, the whole world will know. So it shows say we salary is the least one that the whole that this country. But I will encourage each and every one of us. We as let us not depend our whole life say na that money we feel say it go the way raise up na that time day you go. Consider yourself as somebody who will change society. I'm sitting down here today. I therefore leave this place here. Would I therefore come to this place here? Now that person the world will impact positively. And the world therefore continue, even if I'm gone.
Vanish, yes.
So all of that till the day, now that you get for think of. Any profession you find yourself, any profession, just be passionate about it and you go excel. Oh yes, my brother, I'm not saying the salary is 1 million. I'm not going to go trust 1 million close. Meaning I get for deprive. So what thing I for eat, definitely
Sure.
I get for afford for me family. Okay? But I just will tell you say I'm ongoing, it's ongoing. My life they go on from the urban setting to the village. My life is still ongoing. When I come off free time, somebody tell me say, when they can hire, you therefore be the village teacher. I'm the most social media teacher where everybody they recognize because I just feel say me. I'm that passionate person. I always like for advocate for picking them where I dey teach, and I want let me picking them be the best. When I say me picking them, me school picking them. So those meet it's surrounding us, but I get for because of that I get for left the teaching job. I go other side. The day when God get for say, Mr. Massaquoi, leave this teaching field, no longer hold a job. Definitely, only I can tell any mortal man, never be that demotivated. Always wish for the best. Even when I'm here, I want to become the minister of education. Now I'm a principal. I'm also a teacher. My next target is to become the minister of education. So you get that target, you work towards it. Definitely, it will happen. Because I just believe, say, education. I have a lot of things for change about education in this country.
And because you get a lot of things, a lot of ideas for change education in this country, they will change the narrative of education, especially when it comes to the idea of teachers. I want to give you this last question in our discussion. If we don't give you this opportunity, imagine your dreams, which is a very beautiful and high top dream for being the minister of education. The reason behind this dream, and because you want for CC education is one of the best things in this country. So imagine you've given the topmost, more than the ministers of education. You are given the topmost responsibility for champion education business in this country. What really you could do for CC? What are some of the three main things there? Or not like for open one. What you go do for ensure say you're able to change the narrative about teaching for making a very respectable career for everybody?
Current minister is doing his own best.
Okay.
As I always say, any field you find yourself. But we've seen ministers has been appointed today. In the next 2 months, they fire. Why you should say they do that? Because it goes somewhere where you know get passion for do something for humanity. And when you don't have any public place, my brother, public seat, you've been a teacher, you've been a minister, remember saying that society they serve. If you don't serve them genuinely, trust me, the society not will see you that way. A lot of things in there. As I always say, first, we not the kind person, I always say, waiting teachers they get na that urban setting in order compared to waiting that they get na the rural areas, which is one of the key things why teachers are not coming down. Now you look at this whole district, teachers are not there, qualified teachers are not there. But go to both city or Freetown, you see one subject up to 10 of them are qualified. You see, so these are some of the things that they will, if or anybody will do for let them know say this remote allowance of teachers for come to the rural areas, they need to implement. It's part of the policy, but it has not yet been implemented. The need for implementing, if they really want, let them get a quality education. It's one of the key that they should give remote allowance. It's so difficult for let you do that this kind of part. Now, yeah, you say you're not teacher. Then others are there. We have our colleagues. We are living in a global village. Whatever happens in Freetown now, I am seeing everything
within a second.
That's within a second. So I know the difference. But with all that, now passion make I come back to my village and serve them. genuinely. But a lot of things therefore change about the teacher. When the salary is not conducive,
Okay.
teachers' remote allowance is not there, then you also consider people in the society. Even though government they try here and there for let the people, but the community also for no say yes. Teacher na a key player when it comes to future development. So for me, I'm not wishing for tomorrow or next tomorrow. All I can say, I have a very big dream, and my dream is not only to stop as a principal, because I've served as a teacher. Now today I'm a principal. I have a very, very big dream. It can be tomorrow or next tomorrow at any other time. But anytime I'm in an office of trust, I have to do things the way it's supposed for me. And even when I'm there in this million small corner, the right things that I feel say I for do. Waiting na the wrong thing, go to other side, but not to for ya. So if I have the opportunity, somebody appoint me today, say go and lead that particular department or being a minister, waiting for do the right now for do.
Wow. You know, this discussion is very, very, very important. Not only important because when the teaching field now to say without teacher, no profession no they exist. But if we know ensure so we recognize them, we value them, the future no they become a better one. Instead they become damaged. On that grounds, we they appeal for make every teacher out there make it get a very good condition of service, make it ensure say enjoy the field, make the field become a more productive and more encouraging, and let it become a field where everybody they come there not only with passion but they come there with a high smile, and make it not be a field of waiting ground. And the teaching field, if we now professor then today as an engineer, as a lawyer, as a doctor, whatever career you stand tall where they achieve whatever at the end of the month, it's as a result of teacher. So we give kudos to them. We give them a very huge lovely flowers, and we will always stand for recognize them. So Tata, once again, this now Hungbe-The Outside Show. I remain for being your host, Joanna, and with me today, I don't get one of the dynamic and well-educated, decorated teacher who is now the head of a wonderful school, a school where it starts as a backyard structure. But today, if you can at the school, it's a top notch. So I invite you all out there to come to this school, which is called the
Start Academy for Science
Academy for Science
and Technology.
This man is not only working for Sierra Leone level, but for a global level, for ensure say, yes, there is a place and there is a career called teacher, and there is that thing that can move all of us, which is education.
Oh yeah.
And we want to encourage everybody out there for say playing part, as they say the idea of teaching becoming more attractive is not a one man's responsibility, it's everybody's responsibility. So thank you for staying tuned. This is Hungbe-The Outside Show.
Thank you.